Hi guys, I'm Clanelle. I've been a makeup artist for the past 9 years. I'm very excited to start this video with you guys for Lisa Brown International Academy. We're going to do a very beautiful halo eye that I have on at the moment, as you can see. So yes, let's get started guys. So we're going to start with prepping the face. I have already finished the one half of the face. I'm still going to go through all the skincare. So I like to prep quite thoroughly. I like to start off with a bit of Fix Plus. This is just a limited edition, so it's all the same. It's just a little bit of spritz. Nice and hydrating. Clients love that as well. Makes them feel a little bit like spoiled. I like to then go in with my primer and my moisturizer. So this is the Natural Radiance from MAC and the Strobe Cream. I mix them actually together just to get that extra glow, but you can do it any way you want to. There's no right or wrong way for me. So I'm just going to add that to my little mixture. Nice and glowy. It's also nice to go into the neck area. Okay, and then before I start my foundation, I like to do a little bit of lip conditioner. Just to leave that on there while we tackle the rest of the face. And in the same breath, I like to do my brows now. I like to soap them, so I've just decanted a little bit. You fix plus it a little bit, and then just with a toothbrush, you comb it. You don't want it too wet, you just want a little bit of a pasty kind of consistency, just so that can dry while we do foundation. My foundation choice today would be Face and Body. This is a MAC product. Here we go. It's very light. I love it because it's just like, it's super hydrating. Again, I'm extremely dry, guys, but this works on all skin types, so it's very prone for sensitive people, so it's amazing. For a bride, I would kind of avoid it a little bit just because it's not going to last the whole day, but for shoots and runway it is amazing, and for every day. So I'm going to start off with that. I'm using the same brush I used to apply my moisturizer and primer. And I'm just going to buff that in there. I don't like very firm brushes either. It's all about the airbrush finish that I like. And what's nice about this, you can use it on the body. So neck is ideal. Doesn't look like you caked on foundation. I'm not going to do any concealer yet. We'll leave that for after the eye. So as we jump into the eye, I'm going to do, as you can tell, a nice like little halo eye. You can do any colors you want to. I chose a purple just because I have brown eyes, and the gold just make it pop even more. But it is a 3-step moment. You can use any colors you want to, so I really don't mind. I'm going to start off with a nice burgundy color. I do use a lot of products from MAC though, but you can use it. So I'm going to start off with that one. That would be my mid-tone color. And then that will be my dark color. I know it doesn't seem darker, but it is going to be my darker color, and we'll show you what we're doing with the light. So for our burgundy, just going to go get up in there. You just want to tap into the crease. And you can leave a little white area in the center. We are going to wipe away there again, but it's nice just to keep that open. It will make your life a lot easier. So you can start off just with the firm brush. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but if you can keep it kind of perfect, it would be great. And then I'm going to go in with a blending brush and then just blend out those corners. So this would be your blending brush, very fluffy. Nice and soft motion, circular on the edges. I always say never discard your fingers. It's also a great tool. So if you find that there's a lot of excess product, you want to just dab away, don't be afraid. So as you can see, it looks a little bit messy, but don't worry, we're going to get to that. So I'm just going to dab a little bit there and a little bit here. And then just even it out a little bit more. I'm going to go in with a firm brush again, but now we're going to do this at the bottom. Tap, tap, tap. And then in the inner corner as well. Ooh. You really want to get it quite dark in the corners. That's the aim. There we go. Then we're going to go in with our purple tone. That's going to be our darker tone. We're going to keep with the firm brush and just dab in the corners. Inner corner there. And the outer corner as well. So we're just building definition, that's all. And then again, top and bottom the same. So dark tone at the bottom as well. So we're still keeping out our white area at the top and at the bottom. Then before we blend out anything, we're going to go in with our eyeliner. I like to use a black, you can use a purple, you can use any color you want to. That's going to match your makeup. So I've got a nice little black one. It's called Feline from MAC. So you want to do in the waterline at the top and the bottom. I like to leave again the openness in the middle. You can go close it, you can leave it open. I just find it looks quite interesting if you leave it open, and it reads a lot better. And then the trick with eyeliner is to set it. Otherwise, if it's very smudgy, it's going to be all over your face, all down the eyes. So I like to go in with my darker color and then just set it a little bit more. And by that I mean I'm just going to press onto the area that I applied the black liner and smudge where I need to, if I need to make it blend better. And there we go. We're still not done yet though, so as you can see, we really want to blend that out quite nicely. I left it like that because for beginners it is nice to see what we can use to correct things. My best tool is to go in with a bit of foundation. It can be either your concealer brush as well. Don't use your foundation brush, it's a little bit big. You want to go back in with a nice fluffy brush again, and then we're just going to do the edges with a bit of foundation on it just to even it out. It's good to always step back and see that both sides are equal. If you feel the one needs to go higher, so I feel like I need to go a little bit more here, just go back with my brush with a little bit of product on it. You don't want to re-dip it again because we literally just like creating a bit of a shadow. And there we go. Now we want to go in with our lighter tone. This is the fun part for me because we're actually going to take a little wet wipe and we're just going to wipe on the middle areas just to take away if there is any product that is not supposed to be there, but we're going to lighten it even more. So again, top and bottom. Then what you want to do is go in with a concealer. You can either use something lighter or the same color as your skin. I love the NYX one because it stays. You don't want anything too creamy. It needs to be something that sets matte. So I'm just going to decant a bit. And then we're going to add the concealer to the open areas. So just make sure that your edges are nicely blended. Nice little pop we got there, and then we want to do that at the bottom as well. Sorry if I'm covering. There we go. Now we want to go in with a bit of a glitter just to pop it like nicely like that one. So I'm going to use, this is a liquid glitter. It's nice just because it's like it's so intensified and it sets as well. And because I have brown eyes with yellow in it, the gold really makes it pop even more. So just in the center where we made the light areas, I'm just going to brush it on. This product is nice if you're adding more glitter, so I'm going to show you that as well, because it's already wet and it will set, so top and bottom. We want to pop this even more with a bit of loose glitter. So this one is a NYX pigment. It is pigment number 20. This is more of a silver because I just want to enhance it even more. So for that you need a tiny little brush. And I'm just going to add in the center. So this is a way more intensified. I'm actually going to add a little bit more to my other side. And then the same at the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. Even though we are using lashes, I like to do the mascara now and wait for it to dry before I actually put on the lash. So this is the extended play from MAC. I just have quiet eyes that transfer quite a bit. So this is humidity and sweat resistant. If you want, you can use the extended play normal one. That's also great. This is the new one, so it has a bit of a bigger brush, as you can tell there. And they have the there's a different one with like black and white. That's also very, very, very lovely. So, but for me, mascara is mascara. So it's up to you guys what you want to use. Also, you don't have to always add lashes though. But for special occasions, it is quite nice. And then I like to do the bottom as well. Let's see there. So while that dries, I'm going to tackle the rest of the face quickly. I just want to add some concealer. So the concealer I'm going to use is the same one I used on the eye. I just want to do a little bit of spots underneath the eye, just so it looks a little bit more refined. So you can see it's a little bit lighter, but that's okay. I buff it out quite a bit. And with spot concealing, you really just want to get it on the area. You can either use a tiny little brush. Obviously on myself, I'll use my finger just because I like to press it in. Make sure that both sides are the same. So the skin looks nice and healthy. Then I'm going to go in with a bit of a contour, very soft contour. We don't want to do anything crazy. For that, I'm using a small little palette. I'm going to be using that tone mixed with that one. This is for a darker skin tone, but I use it so I can use it on everyone. So I just mix the colors. So you can tell it's quite defined there. That's exactly where I want to just enhance it slightly more. And then a little bit down into the jawline, just to give it a bit of a pop. And while we at the bronzing, I like to do a cream blush. So I'm going to be using that. You can use a lipstick as well. There's quite a few brands that do cream blushes. I know NYX does as well. This is my collection of like MAC, NYX, and Bobbi Brown. So I'm just going to take a bit more of a peachier tone. I know it looks quite pink in the box, but on the skin it goes a bit more peachy. And the reason why I like a peachier tone is because I am a yellow undertone. It just pops it even more, and it's quite subtle against the eye color I have. And I like to do it just on the apples of the cheeks. So if you smile, right over there. And you need to see, like what I like to do when it comes to a client is if they smile, and let's say you were going to put it there, let them relax. We obviously don't want any blusher there. We want a little bit higher, so we want to give it a bit of a lift. So you can still smile, it will still be on the apple of the cheek, but a little bit higher. And I like to do a bit of the nose as well, just to give that fresh feel. And then we'll finish it off with a bit of highlighter. And I'm still using the same brush I use for my contour, my blush, and my highlighter. And the Cupid's bow. And I like to do a bit on the nose. Just be careful that it's not too much. And then for a lip, I like to use, this is a liquid matte lipstick. There's the Le Chocolate from L'Oreal. It smells delicious. And I like a lipstick that can set because I like to use glosses over it. For this, I'm not going to do it very defined because we have such a nice focus on the eye. I'm going to do a very buffed out lip. So make sure you have a nice little blending brush. Make sure it's black because you're going to get lip product in it. And just in the center. Really nice and soft. And then I'll add a little bit of a gloss to it. So this would be your final look, but we're not quite done yet. We want to add that lash quickly. This is something that is a little bit more challenging for people. And it does take time and patience. I find it's a lot easier to put it on someone else than it is to do it on yourself. So yeah, I'm going to show you quickly my trick for it. I don't have the greatest lashes here, but they are quite beautiful. Very nice and fluffy. And you do want to measure your lash to the eye. So I definitely need to cut mine shorter. It is way too long. So always cut on the outside. And want to add a bit of glue, the Dio glue, just a thin little bit, you don't need a lot, but make sure your ends is covered in glue. You're just going to apply it, wave it, do not blow on it, please. So hopefully you guys can see when I apply this lash, but in explanation is you do want to look down, even when it's with a client, they need to look down or close their eyes. You want to start in the center and then get the center down nice and firm and then pop down the two ends. So just while this is drying. Okay, so I'm going to use a hand mirror for me just so I can get nice and down in there. So as you can see, we pop down the center and then I'll pop down the corners. When that is done, you can open up and see where it's not connected yet. This works the same with a client as well. So you want to be like open up, this is where I can fix it, because you can't see always when the eye is closed. Also, the drier the glue, the better result you get. So there you have it, guys. Nice and dramatic eye focus. You can see if it's even. Add a little bit more color in the crease there, just to give it a bit more of a dramatic feel. And if you want, you can also add mascara to the lashes. I'm not going to do that. I do not want to ruin my lashes, but it is really nice. So yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you very much. And that is your halo eye.